Hey guys, Angus, and today I'm going to give you a full unboxing of the Orbitsound M9LX Soundbar. So this is really a 200 watt simplified sound system to make your sound experience a lot more easier rather than having, say, 5 different speakers from a surround sound system. I definitely noticed how after the last couple of years that soundbars have actually increased a lot in popularity, and I think that's because people just want a simple design. They don't want to have too many wires, they don't want to have loads of cables hanging around, they just want a simple speaker that will give them quality sound. Soundbars can actually be really good as well, say for music and films as well, because you get a really dramatic and powerful sound right from the front from one speaker, rather than having it actually separated from 5 different speakers. So Orbit definitely produced quite high quality brand speakers, and they've definitely put a lot of effort into the packaging. It definitely has a very premium feel, and let's actually take a look at the box and actually open it up. So as soon as we open it up, we're presented with 2 different boxes and some stuff underneath, and in the first box appears to be some cables, and of course there'll be some other stuff in there as well. And then in the second box we actually have the main soundbar. So combining the soundbar with the subwoofer, and you've actually got yourself 6 individual speakers. Of course they are integrated into the 2 designs, but if you were to combine them all together there would be 6, which is quite ridiculous. But again, that is the whole point of the soundbar, to cram in a lot of separate speakers. So you've got the bass, you've got the depth, and you've also got the clarity as well, all in a small package. So here we actually have the design of the main soundbar. Now this is actually quite an expensive soundbar for £200, so I would have actually expected a more premium material, but again that is also dedicated to the performance as well. So of course if that hypes up to the performance, then that will be just as good and it'll be totally worth it. One thing I did notice though, compared to a lot of other speakers, is that it's significantly smaller. Some soundbars are well above a meter in width, where this was barely under half a meter, which is fairly solid for a powerful soundbar. So now let's actually take a look at the subwoofer, and actually trying to get out of the box, it is immensely heavy, but again that won't really be a problem because portability really will not be a factor for this. So Orbitsound have actually integrated something into the speaker called air sound technology, which they claim gives a natural and immersive sound wherever you are when you're listening to the speaker in the room. So of course we'll actually give that a test. So there is the actual subwoofer. It's fairly huge and it's definitely heavy, but again that will hopefully give really solid bass. So now let's actually take a look at the original box that we opened at the start. So of course we have some cables there. We have another cable which will be for connecting to the soundbar, and there we have a remote as well. I think the design and the ergonomics of it isn't that great, which is a little bit disappointing for a high quality product. There we have a 3.5mm cable, and there we also have a transformer which is for the wall adapter. So for a fairly simple and easy to set up product, there's quite a lot of instructions, which is a little bit odd, but again this is an international product, so I guess this will be part of all the different languages and the variety as well. So the setup of the soundbar is fairly simple. All you've actually got to do is plug in the power, and then all you've actually got to do if you want to play it via Bluetooth is connect it via the subwoofer, and then you're actually ready to go. Unless of course you want to plug it into your TV, or you want to use a aux cable, then you will have to use some more cables and that will take a little bit long to set up. But once you've done that, it'll be absolutely ready to go, and of course it literally is designed to be a plug and play system. So to avoid copyright issues, I'm not actually going to play any sound from this soundbar in this video, but what I can definitely tell you is that the clarity is definitely solid, and probably the best thing about this is the lows and highs, especially with that subwoofer providing a really good bass experience. So there we have the full unboxing of the Orbitsound M9LX Soundbar. Of course, if you did find this video helpful, then definitely be sure to give this video a thumbs up, and thanks for watching. Inverter, which is a bit random, but a really useful accessory if you want to use USB sticks with your smartphone. So that is it really for the unboxing. There's nothing much else to see. It did come with a wall plug adapter, but that was in a separate package of course because it's an international product, and also I forgot to mention that it does come with some earbuds as well, which is quite useful. So this is running Android 5.1, and now let's actually give it a go and boot the thing up. So for first impressions, I'm quite liking the design. Of course it's an all plastic design, so it's not the most premium that I've seen, but I definitely do like it, and I'm hoping that the design does actually match up to the performance. One thing that should be noted that hasn't actually been noticed in many other